Hi, I'm Marla Tabaka, and today we're here to talk about how to create and edit your homepage on the Coaches Radio Network, as well as adding pages for your shows and your guests. So when you're all done, it will look something like our homepage, and these basic things will be all set up for you by our people. Your logo will be here, your show information, possibly by now you've already submitted that show information, as well as your bio and your headshot. And there's our fabulous Jason Gary. And so all of this will be set up for you. And here's what it will look like now. At the bottom of the page, as you add guest pages for your shows, whether or not you have a guest, you can add what are called articles, and they will accumulate here, most recent at the top, at the bottom of your homepage. But they also have a link to an exclusive page for each and every show that you enter. And so this is what that may look like. So let's go on over to get into the admin tool. And you should have been given by now a login for the admin tool and a password that's temporary, and you can change that password once you get inside of the site. And this is the page that it will take you to. Now, as I said, we've already entered the show description that you've sent to us, and as your show evolves and your brand message perhaps evolves, you can certainly come in here and edit that in any way that you wish. And your homepage content is here as well, and you can do whatever you like here. I uploaded this little arrow to point them to the right-hand side column. You can insert pictures, whatever it is that you'd like, and your bio is at the bottom of the page. Now again, you can come in here and edit this in any way you like, and the editing panel is right up here, and it will function in the same way as I'm about to show you for adding articles. So when you have a show coming up, go over here and just click on articles, and it will take you to a fresh page after you click add article. And so this is what your blank canvas looks like. And if you're familiar with any editing tool like WordPress or any publishing tool, this will look very familiar to you. And so you go ahead and title your article. I like to title it the day of air. So the day the article will air is what I begin with. And then I'm going to pretend that I have the privilege of being your guest. So going to do that, and then you can add whatever it is that you want to. Consider this a wonderful SEO opportunity. So if you want to add interviewed by and put your name in there, or you want to put the name of the person that the title rather of the person that you're interviewing in here, whatever it is, you can add that. I like to add the topic personally. So if you're talking to Marla Tabaka on developing a positive mindset, your mindset, something like that. That's what I like to add. But again, this is your page, so do as you like. Now I've already pulled up a little bio that we can kind of use as an example here. And so you'll copy and paste it right into this section. And one very important thing that's easy to forget, and you don't want to because it'll show up funky online, is to go ahead and choose a font family. My favorite is Arial because it's nice and simple and sweet, and a font size. So now that you've done that, it'll all be consistent. If you want to put a header here, let's just positive mindset for entrepreneurs. How's that? Okay. If you want to choose a header, then highlight that, and I would advise that you come up here and you use this heading 2 tag because Google really likes that, and that's where you can use keywords and such, entrepreneurs or whatever it is that you want to use there. So let's go ahead and insert a headshot too. Now you do have a media library. So once you upload various pictures, they'll stay in your media library. But for now, let's say we don't have a picture of your guest in the library. You're going to click on this little upload button. It looks like a tree, and it will bring you here. And you don't want to use an image URL necessarily. So come on to the right here and click. And it's going to bring up this page where you have to go through another upload step, and that's right up here. And then you'll hunt to wherever you save your file. So if you've received a file from your guest, maybe save it in guest profiles and bios and photographs or something like that. So let's just choose this right there. Okay. All right. And so that's perfect. We're going to upload that to the server. Perfect. So it's showing up right in here. So you can choose, let's use a more recent photo. You can choose the photo that you've uploaded. I'm going to choose that one, whatever. And because this one is a larger one, and I want to show you what you need to do here. See how large this showed up. So go ahead and choose an image description. And so let's say it's Marla Tabaga on Coaches Radio, and you would put the name of your radio show. Again, another SEO opportunity. And I just go ahead and choose the same for a title. Now, this appearance tab is important because look how huge that image is. You certainly don't want to insert that into your page. So I usually go with 150 to 175. Make sure that this constrained proportions is on, and it will choose the proper pixel size to keep the photograph in the proper dimensions. Now I also like to add a little vertical and horizontal space around the image. So I usually use somewhere between 5 and 7 pixels. This way the text isn't piled on top of the image. And you can put in a border if you like, and I usually choose 1 to 2 pixels for a border if I decide to use one. It depends on the image. So let's go ahead and choose 1 pixel here for this border and insert the image. Now, another thing that you want to do, and you can do it in the section we were just in or right up here, is align it left. And you see how it left a few pixels of space between. That's important, otherwise it just piles up here. Now if you want to insert a link within here to the person's website, which that link back is very valuable to them, so I would certainly do that. Then you would want to come here to their name, or to, if they have a title in here, whichever you'd like to do, and come up here to the linking icon and insert the full website. You can tell I did this before. There you go. Now I never like to send people away from my website or my web page, so I choose this target anchor of open in a new window. And you can put a title in here if you like, but it's not necessary. And go ahead and insert that link, and you'll see how it's linking now. Very good. Now again, you can certainly add book cover images. Your guests love having their published book up here, or anything that you think is going to spruce up the page. Now this is a straight up bio. Actually what I like to do is to talk about, I put the bio last, or I insert into the bio what you're going to be interviewing this person on. So, learn, and see how it's doing a different font. So we'll change that. Learn how to blank, blank, blank when host, that would be your name, interviews Marla on the topic of whatever. Okay, so I like to talk about the topic a little bit. Let's make this consistent. Arial. Font size is 12. And there you go. And so you'll come down here and click on Add Article. And I want to show you how that looks once you go ahead and do that. It's going to take a little time here for some reason. The servers must be very slow, or my server must be very slow. So I'm going to take you in and show you again how it shows up. Once that article is added, it will show up at the bottom of your page and look like this, which is perfect. And there you have it. Now, one thing I would suggest is that you add the shows in order of air date, okay, in chronological order, because the most recent addition will fall to the top of your page. So if you've gotten information and on more than one guest, then you just want to make sure and put them in order. So it's looking to see how that, okay. And so that added, so let's come back here and refresh this page so we can see how that looks. And hopefully it's updated itself. Let's see if it's updated. I'll know that it takes a few minutes sometimes to update. So make sure and put them in chronological order because you definitely want your site to be, there you go. See how it showed up above Michelle Perkins. So if you have information on more than one guest, I'll just go back to the statement, then please do just make sure and add them in order rather than as the information comes in. Otherwise this gets all screwed up. So that's those are the simple steps. If you have any questions, please do contact us and let us know, and we are here to assist you in any way we can. Thanks for being here today.